Without control, no government will boast that it's actually a government. Without control, without belief in the government, then that government will not actually exist. So whatever that will make the government, whatever that will make the people keep believing in the government, that is what the government must do. I'm not even saying that they will do things that are good, or no. Things that will make you believe that they are good. Understand? Things that will make you believe that they are good. That is what they will keep doing. But if they ever solve all your problems, which are possible and very easy, that can be done even within 6 months in all your countries, if they ever do it, then they will believe that you will no longer be needing them again. They will believe that they will no longer be in control of you. But that is actually the mission, to solve or provide for its citizens and protect its citizens. But these very things, they can never want to do them. They can never want to achieve them. As long as it has to do with this Western, Western connected relationship with Africa. No, they will never, because I think while in the school they call it underdevelopment strategies. Underdevelopment strategies. Strategies that are being put in places to keep the countries underdeveloped. For example, there is one video I watched. That video is like it's like as if the Nigerian Senate were like it was as if it was in Nigerian Senate or maybe House of Assembly. I don't know which one, but they were busy. The man was busy asking, why would they keep pressuring them to devalue our currency? Our currency is being devalued, like just intentionally. Nothing happened. The thing is booming. Things are going well, and then they tell you, those Western countries have to tell them that the value of your currency is going high. It has to be devalued. So things are getting easy, but they want to devalue it. Watch the video.
The tragedy of Nigeria began in 1986 when we did the structural adjustment program. When we were persuaded to devalue our currency every week for 32 years. When I went to school, and many of you are here, the Naira was $1.50. The Naira was almost £1 sterling. They came here, persuaded some brilliant men from Harvard and the World Bank that weekly devaluation was wonderful. 32 years of devaluing your currency until we hit 527. And they were still telling us that the Naira was still overvalued. That brought poverty, misery upon us. Then interest rates went to 30%. So nobody could build a factory, start a farm, produce anything, or create jobs. Because every time you bring in a shipload of rice, you also bring in a shipload of unemployment.
You watch the video, you can see it. How can a country be good, be getting better, be getting fine? And then the Western powers, whom I know would be Britain, ask Nigeria to devalue their currency so that it doesn't get power, so that it doesn't get valued, and then you can purchase things almost maybe equal to pounds, or maybe equal to the US dollar. They want you to pack up to 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira to be able to afford $1. That is how they want it. Are they ever telling you that they should devalue pounds or devalue US dollar? No. But they want the naira to be devalued. They want to bring down the value so that it becomes worthless. And then when you go to the market, you have to go and pack thousands before you can buy something that worth $1. Anything that will want to take away power from them, they cut that thing off. They continue to make it look like, they continue to make things that will, subdue you onto their own power. Just like after 2012, when they said they're about to, repair the refineries in which states to make it start working, everything was buried down. Now, there's an important question. I asked myself a question, and I said, what is that amount of money that Nigeria cannot have to put a very standard refinery in the country? What is that amount of money? Like, it's very funny to even ask the question. How much is that billion that Nigeria does not have to put up a refinery that will refine their oil inside the country without sending it out? You see? Because the agreement is that you have to send it out to them, for them to take the oil from you, the crude oil, and then bring back whatever they wish to you. What is that amount that the entire country does not have? And then all of a sudden also, a private sector, a private individual inside the country is now claimed to to uh, 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 to establish the same refinery that the federal government could not establish. Are you thinking it? So it now wants to look as if closely, as if the thing is being refined inside the country. That's the nearest in meaning, you know, the nearest. But the fact is that they are not meant to be the one to refine the oil. To just be like an agreement. Otherwise, I don't see any amount of money that Nigeria does not have to put up just a refinery inside their country, a working one. Like, make it plenty. Okay. Tell me again. You say, I have oil. For example, now, if I have money in my pocket, I have power to use that money to buy what I want to buy. Okay, let me say, if let's say in my home, there is this orange tree in my home, and then I'm supposed to be someone who goes to lick orange when I want to lick orange. I don't need to buy orange. You say, I actually have orange. And then in this country, it is said we have oil. Then we go to buy what? Oil. Okay, you say that I have orange in my home. I'm supposed to have enough orange such that I can even give away. That is one of the proof that you have something, maybe in abundance. You can even give away. And if I thought you couldn't give away, at least you have enough that it will be so cheap from your side. But do you know what? Some people who does not have oil in their country, oil is cheaper in their country than we, Nigeria, who claim that we have oil. How is that mathematics done? How is it done? How is it calculated? How do you want me to believe it? How do you want me to solve this arithmetic? That I have oil, but I still buy it so costly inside my own country than someone outside my country, than someone who is not known to have oil. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You claim you have oil, but you buy it, and not just you buy it so high than someone who does not have the oil. Then you don't have oil. Okay, how can you tell me that you have gold in your country? You have gold. Then someone who does not have gold have bars of gold, far more than you. And you are not recorded among the, you are not recorded among the, maybe the first 5 people who have gold, or the first 5 people who have the highest gold bars. You are not recorded there, but it is said that you have gold. Aren't you people seeing what is going on in Africa? Eh? An indirect rule system heavily going on. A serious indirect rule system going on. Was it not of recent that we saw the terms and conditions, secret terms and conditions placed by France on some of its colonies, or let me say former colonies? Was it not of recent that such was revealed? Such ridiculous conditions. You say you have oil, you say we have oil, maybe oil powers light. With that oil, we can have maybe light, electricity. Okay, how can you say that you have electricity? That you give other country electricity, but inside your country, we cannot boast of 24 hours light. We can't boast of 24 hours light. If that happens, maybe some part of Nigeria. Maybe some part of Nigeria. And if you divide it into 10, maybe it's only 2 parts in that Nigeria. The rest. And then the rest does not have this light, and you're able to still do what? To supply another country light. And what we have in your own country is generators. I pass my neighbor everywhere. And you want to convince me that you actually have what it takes to supply that electricity. So what is stopping you? Is it business or a contract? A contract to, keep it away from the real people who owns it and give it to people whom you have contracted it to. And you say, this is what you have. I have orange, yet I have to go and buy orange. Or I have orange, and I have to pay so heavily, like someone who has never seen orange. And the orange is where I am. Who is that sucking that orange? Who is that packing away the oranges? You want to keep people in a condition that when they see bag of rice, it will look like you have done the highest thing in the world, because you have been suffering them. You have been suffering them. The bag of rice now looks like gold with normal Nigeria bag of rice. Huh? You see where we are getting to. Hunger have really ravaged the country. The only thing remaining now is the first person that will come out and say, I don't know, I can't keep it anymore. I can't hide it anymore. That's what is left. For now, they're all pretending. And these things are gradually permeating gradually permeating. People are dying silently. What can you boast of again? No security? Every month, every day there is a news being killed. Every day. And not one person. This is not accidents. And do you know the funny thing? For the past how many years now, I haven't seen where they brought out a group of people and said that these are the people who committed this atrocity. But every day, what we just say is the government, the military have swung into action. The military have swung into action. I don't know whether they are swimming into, they are swinging into the river or what. Military checkpoints to where nothing is happening, and then no military to where something is happening, and then you come and say you want to recruit more people into the military to serve where? To keep them in the roadblocks or where something is happening. Even Nigerians too, they are very insincere to themselves, very extremely insincere. So everything will be happening until we become sincere, until we become very, very sincere. Everything will be happening. You know the point.